is now broadcasting Circle TV. This means there is yet another excellent channel on the KTTC lineup. So if you're wondering, here are the KTTC sub-channels. We have, of course, NBC on 10.1, the CW on 10.2, Heroes and Icons on 10.3, Court TV, that's 10.4, 10-5 True Crime Network, and now Circle TV you can find on 10-6. So how do you get it? We made a stop at Home Country Connections LLC in Austin to take a look at some of the options available for getting some of these channels. If you're looking at cutting cords, cutting cable, there are things you need to know, or maybe cable is for you. There also are some things you need to know. Hey, Wade.
Hey, Cammie.
So let's first start with, how do you program any TV?
Your best option is to get an antenna, good quality antenna. So let me run you through it. Right now we have our TV actually on one of the cable boxes, KTTC Live. What you'd want to do is, depending on your remote, you want to go to your source or input. Now it may look different. Yours might say input. It might have just a button that has bullet points on it. So you'd want to change from whatever you've got it on. You simply push it, and you want to go to TV. Once you get to TV, what you're going to want to do is hit your menu button, and that may look different depending on your brand of TV and your remote. So we get into mode, and it's generally almost all TVs, the icon is a satellite dish. And then you're gonna want to, with your little, I call it a compass here, you're gonna want to bring it over and you wanna go to antenna. Make sure that your antenna is set to air and not cable. And then you're simply gonna wanna scroll down using the arrows here on the, what I call the compass. So you'd scroll down, you go to auto program, and you simply hit the OK button, which is generally right here in the middle of the compass. So I'm going to do that. I hit the OK button, and then it'll say air, cable, or auto. You can go to auto, but it's going to run through both air and cable. And if you don't have cable hooked up, then it's just, you're waiting while it's doing that. So we just simply have an antenna hooked up here. So I'm just going to hit the air and the start button, and it's going to go through. So you may have to scan 2 or 3 times to pick up all channels. And again, it may not pick up all channels depending on the position of the antenna. You may have to adjust it.
So we got the TV programmed, roughly 30 plus channels in the Rochester, Austin areas. But what about other channels? Wade says he gets roughly 1,000 channels at his home with no monthly bill.
Well, our biggest thing, of course, is not having a bill for anything. So whether that's a cable and satellite system or an antenna.
So this is the antenna that people are purchasing.
That's the main one they're purchasing from us. It is the #1, and it has been for years, selling antenna in America. When we install them, we put them up, we aim them towards the transponder tower, and we never have a problem. It just picks up the channels. It is best to mount them outdoors, either on a pole on the side of your house, unless you have really nice siding, or on the roof.
Okay, how much does the kit for this cost?
We sell them, the complete kit, for $117.99.
Okay, that's actually not that bad.
Now, if you go to like the box stores, online store, they're about $125.99. So we're a little bit less than the online box stores.
So we were chatting, and I told you I have cable because I really just watch Bally Sports North, the Twins, because I want to get the Twins games. Right now, I think I'm paying like $160 for cable and internet, but really I'm only utilizing a few channels. So how can I get the Twins for cheaper?
So we actually, on our one-time cost cable streaming boxes, we have Bally Sports. You have to pay a subscription for it, but on your cable bill, you're actually paying the subscription. Sure. And I believe the subscription's like $9.99 a month if you just pay for just that. And then on our cable, boxes. Of course, all your other channels are free.
Sure. I still don't think I understand how that works.
It's technical. When in 2008, when everything switched from analog to digital, there was a little clause in that bill that our Congress passed that said, and I'll paraphrase, but it said if end user purchases said telecommunications device, basically if you, the person watching it, purchase the equipment and own it, you don't have to pay the rental or lease bill. I used to work for a service provider, a big major one in the United States. And my boss, I said, we don't charge for channels. And I knew that wasn't true. He said, we are just simply renting the equipment to the customer. So the bill we send out is an equipment rental bill.
It sounds too good to be true. You know that, right?
I hear that a lot. That's what I thought when I was working for this satellite company's corporate office in El Segundo, California. After working here locally for a satellite company or business, I was working for the corporate office, and I thought, this sounds too good to be true. And I bought a system 10 years ago, so I actually had mine a year. And when I told my dad about it, he says, we need to open a business and pay it forward, do the Christian thing, pay it forward. So I've had my system 10 years, and we've had the business 9 years.
If you are looking to learn more about these low-cost ways to watch TV, you can check out Home Country Connection. Just off Main Street and First Avenue Northwest in Austin, Cammie Raisler, KTTC News.